Bili ko kaya yung keychain mo. Kung bibili ko yung keychain, tingin mo man.
Ba't kami biling keychain?
Kasi mga mahal sa buhay sa Pilipinas. Kailangan daw nila ng keychain. Kaya sila pabili ng keychain man.
Yun na lang.
Mayroon kasi buhay sa Pilipinas.
Mayroon naman tayong keychain dun ah.
Ha? Hindi na nakakabili. Hindi na kaya.
Ayaw. Tara na.
Tara ba?
Bilis ng sakay natin. Isang stasyon lang. Tapos lakad ulit.
Kasi ube.
So meron kaming ano to, afternoon tour dito sa Regensburg. So kasama namin yung mga ibang colleagues namin sa ibang, di ba? Tama ba? Tama? May kasama tayo, di ba? Ano pre? Kamusta? Ano masasabi mo? Ano masasabi mo?
Napumbar yan, kuya.
Bakit di mo na nililimos ah?
Ha?
Hindi mo na ako nalilimos.
Hindi, wala akong pang wishing well.
Okay.
Daming kasi dito nun eh.
Marami ba dito?
Oo.
Actually, matagal yung ano dito sa atin.
Malapit lang yung meet up place natin. Dami nagpa-practice oh. Yun oh.
Wala po ba matang? Wala akong pagkakataon. Oo, sabi niya. Ano, kahit na naman, hindi ko mo makain.
Ito dire-diretso man.
Ay, stop.
Paano yun? Hindi naman tayo sa akin.
Dami natin oh. Oh, ang dami. Hello. Hello guys.
Yeah,
The ones I eat. The ones that have one voice.
You guys have here.
Yeah. Ah, J.
I think KY.
KY is it?
KY.
Going?
No. Where's
Bruce,
Yeah.
Edgar got something for you. Peso.
Oh my god.
Peso.
I forgot the coins in the hotel. Because I changed my bag.
Wow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll bring it.
Okay. I'll let Edgar know.
So KY is that here? KY?
So mag-i-start na yung tour namin. Kasama namin yung mga colleagues namin dito sa Regensburg. Ito kami nag-meet up.
Because the quality. I bought it for €6. €6? Yes, at the central station. It's available there. Central station.
All right, this is the first spot for a group photo, I would say.
Okay.
Okay, let's go here to this. Do you have a clue what this is? Yeah, which fish? What?
Whale.
Dolphin, no?
Whale.
Well, yeah.
Sperm whale.
It's a catfish, yeah. Yeah, and this was the first fish I catched in the Danube. First, I mean, not this one, but this size. Because they grow up to 2 meters. So they are really, really huge. Yeah, but they are really good to eat. Okay, let's come here. Let's have a photo. You are the photographer. First, and then you are, of course.
But I want to appear.
Start. Start with the tour. Hello, Romania. Hello, guys. Romania. Okay. Okay, so I needed money and I did this when I was a student. Uh-oh. No money. So you know, hard times coming. Okay, so you know me, I'm Uwe, but maybe I tell you today a few other sides, of course, you don't know yet. And this is, in my opinion, this is the biggest advantage of this workshop. To know you guys, not only from the team's profile picture and from some audio meetings. So, I'm Uwe, I'm a project manager, but I'm also a fisherman. And I'm also a swimmer. And when I can manage it, this is really the truth, I go into this river every day. Wow. So, in the winter, let me tell you, it's fucking cold. But it's really, yeah, you know, afterwards you're a newborn. So I met Frank, it's a true story, half a year ago. Frank is doing this since 25 years, except Christmas. Yeah. And Frank is 82. And this guy is insane. So I asked him, hey, what is your advantage to doing this crazy stuff? And he said, 30 years no cold. So 25 years no cold, but it's impressive. Okay, so this is also me. I love to bicycle, maybe you already now figured this out. And I also love history. And yeah, I want to give you today not the standard tour program. I tried to make it entertaining for you and for me. Okay? Okay, guys. So, I don't know how are you with history, but I always had a problem to get the, you know, the times in the correct order. So when I tell you this was in the Middle Ages, did you have a Middle Age? Where you come from?
Yeah.
But a different one, right?
Yeah.
So, or US guys, where are the US guys? You have no Middle Ages.
Doesn't exist.
Because you are 200 years old, something like this. Regensburg is 2,000 years old, you know? So this is impressive. So, okay, now I please need 3 volunteers, and what's with the bosses? Come in, Alexander. Okay.
I have to work again?
No. You are modern times, okay? I need Middle Ages. Who wants to be Middle Ages? You want to be Middle Come on, volunteers, volunteers. And Siggy?
Oh, come on.
But you are Mr. Antique. Don't No,
I didn't get it.
you are the era. Okay, okay. So how it works is the following, because this is really teaching now.
Okay.
So Siggy has the left arm. This Siggy, the left arm. the left arm is the first 500 years of Regensburg. We are going now into history of Regensburg, okay? So 500 years history of Regensburg. The first 500 years here happened the Romans. This was 200 after Christ. Then Middle Ages, 3, please in the middle. And yeah, please go a little bit in this side, Iggy. Okay, that we have space.
Okay.
And you put both, because this are 500 years and this are 1,000 years. And Alexandra is modern times, and you have also 500 years, and you are this. All right? Okay, good. So when I say Mr. Antique, I mean Siggy. You are now Mr. Antique. And when I say something from this era, then I say Siggy time.
Okay, and
So
then
here is Rome, for example. Here the Romans built the Castra Regina. We go then now to remain. Here we had really great times. Regensburg was the central city of Bavaria. So before Munich was built, Regensburg was huge. Munich was a village. Okay, so and then here Regensburg in the middle, here we are at 1000. Okay, year 1000, year 500. So here had Regensburg the best times. So we were rich. I show you everything was fine. We were really great. We were a free city. So free imperial city means Bavaria was outside the enemy. We were something special. Here it goes down with Regensburg, because you know when you're on the top there is only one direction. It goes down. And here we had the Black Death, for example, floods, all this stuff, plague, and yeah, then new drugs came up from you guys, from the US, the discovery of the US, new drugs, coffee and tobacco. So they searched for gold, they found tobacco. It's good, no? It's good. So, and these are now modern times, you know, printing, Gutenberg, all this stuff. Now, this was the Holy 1000, because church was very powerful, and now Industrial Revolution and stuff. And we are here today, a boom town with Continental. Okay, so I hope you can remember this later, because I will refer. And I found it very helpful, because I never got it right. Before I saw this when we made a tour with some school kids. And I thought, this is great. I need to take this, right? Okay, so hopefully easy. And you also learn some Bavarian words. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
So, read this loud, Siggy. No frail. Okay, no frail. Do we read this a Bavarian loud? Yeah?
the Friday.
Yeah, no. So, and what does it mean?
Yes, of course.
Yes. So this is no frale. This means let's go, let's do it. It's like the Bavarian version of the Nike. Let's do it. Just do it. Yeah, you know. This is yours. So, all right, everybody.
No frale.
Frale.
No frale.
This
No
means
frale.
let's go. So let's go into the city, and I show you next Siggy time. The Romans.
I thought I'm done.
Okay, follow me.
Let's go.
So, all right. So now you see how it's meant to be today. So it's not this standard stuff. Because when you
The Lederhosen.
huh? Lederhosen is too cold. The Danube on the right. Let's say called our city Regensburg. Without this river, there would be nothing. Because we are here when you have we are the most northern province. So we are lucky. And yeah, somehow, but these days it's really hard to go into the Danube because it's very hot.
konnte nur einen finden, weil ich kenne mich da mit der Geschichte nicht aus. Hast du jemanden, der die Geschichte gut kennt?
Hirap mag-video. Hello.
And they were, Taylor Swift was more
This is a good spot. Make your pictures. This is the world famous Porta Pretoria. All right, guys. Here on my left, you see the birth certificate of our city, Regensburg. It says Porta Pretoria of the Roman castle Castra Regina, built 179 after AD. So 179, so it's very old. And this is very interesting for me because I like this mindset. Emperor Marcus Aurelius. I don't know if you heard the term Stoic. So Stoic mindset. It's very modern again. And he wrote this book, let's say the Bible of the Stoic mindset. He wrote this here, also in Regensburg. Because he was writing this always on the battlefield, because he was never at home in Rome, because he was conquering all the time. And the book is really interesting. It's called Meditations. And it's a good read. It's open source, so you don't need to pay for it. And there are quotes like this, for example, because I looked it up, I hope I can remember. Give yourself a present. Be in this moment. So, and I think this is also true today. And all this stuff, this guy wrote here, and here is one of the two remaining quarters in Germany of the Roman times. So that Sigis here. Sigis.
Yeah. Left arm, first 500 years.
Yes, the first 500 years. It was here when Regensburg became really important because there were 5,000 to 7,000 elite Roman soldiers inside. And inside this castle, and this is the oldest part of Regensburg. So it goes a few hundred meters in this direction. It's a perfect square. And yeah, this is the oldest part of the town. And I like it because it has a special atmosphere. And outside there were the barbarians. So the wild guys with long beards, no culture. And the Romans, do you know the movie Life of Brian? Monty Python, Life of Brian? You're too young. Does somebody know it? Siggy, you know it.
Yeah, I know. I should know. I should know.
Life of Brian is a must-see, so please do this. It's so funny. But yeah, no, mostly funny when you're a Roman Catholic because it's about Jesus Christ, but in a funny way. So, and there is a very famous conversation in this movie when a guy, is asking a rhetoric question, what have the Romans ever done for us? So it's very, very funny because then, it's a rhetoric question. One said, medicine. Okay, except medicine. What have the Romans ever done for us? Water supply. Okay, except medicine. You know, and it always goes on and on and on. And 9 things they brought to us. So only an example. Here in Regensburg, the Romans had floor heating 1,500 years ago. So I know guys, they have it not today. You know, floor heating is a thing, and they had it inside, and they had also aqueducts. So, and outside there was really wildlife, and it was for hundreds of years. This was their home, and then you know, fall of the Roman Empire, and then they left it, and then some tribe came and took it over. Maybe you heard the name Bavarians. So Bavaria, Munich.
The wild ones.
The wild ones took it over. It was like, you know, it was like a cuckoo nest. It was there. They said, we never could build this because we live in tents. So let's take it. And then it was the capital of the new country, Bavaria. And this for hundreds of years. And we had really good times. Then the Middle Ages, then you are starting, and it's going up and up, and emperors and kings, and they were all here. Knights, a lot of knights. So it was a lot of life in this city. And all, because of the Romans. Yeah.
So it was a palace or what was it?
It was a fortress. A fortress.
Okay. Now what it is?
Now we go in. It's now some other very important Bavarian invention. So, yes. Yeah. No, here no. The kings were later. The kings were in the Middle Ages. So the 3 time. So in the beginning, and there were no kings. There were the Romans, the emperors of the Romans, and the Bavarians. Yes. So when you came from the east or from the north, from Czech Republic, for example, or Russia, you had to cross this river. And at the end, then we come to the stone bridge because this is one of the icons, and for a reason. Okay, so now we go into the old Porta Pretoria, which was hundreds of years hidden, because there were times where they said, who needs this old stuff? Let's get rid of it. And now, you know, we're so happy that we have it. What happened to the rest? It was burned down, you know, the wars, all the stuff happened. And then they had to rebuild it again with this something.
And they kept this now, and they from that
Hello.
C6. Again, C6.
C6.
Right. Because, you know, in the old days, you could have been, burning for this when you know, there were the Inquisition times. But we are not at the Inquisition time. We are at the Middle Ages time, and where is Shri? There is our Middle Ages man. So Shri, we are here. We are here when the cathedral was built. And when you see this small tower, it's different. Right? No, this is the so-called donkey tower. And it was not because there were donkeys in it. It was guys like Umelo were in a hamster wheel. And they had to lift all the stones by themselves up. And it's still, the hamster wheel is still in the top. yeah, not now because they don't need it anymore, but they left. No? And they had to, this small tower was used to build the rest, the start of the rest. And this is on the right side is a Gothic architecture style, all this fancy stuff. And here is the old one. This is, you know, small windows, thick walls. It's completely different. This is a Roman architecture. Alexi, you know, because you're classic, right? Classic era. And yeah, this was from at the beginning of the Middle Ages, and then here we are at the head of tree where they started. And the bishop, because there was a complete cathedral there in this Roman style, but then the bishop said no. In France, they built the new cathedrals in this French style. I want this by myself. And then they said, no, guy, you have the old one. Play with the old one. And then a year later, the old one burned down. And then he had space to build a new. But, you know, maybe coincidence, I don't know.
Somebody made an accident.
You know, it was a very rich son of a very rich family. So this were the old days. The bishops were not the holy guys. They were kings of a different kind. Had a lot of women and stuff. Okay, good. So let's go to the west side of the cathedral. Yeah, it's so loud here, otherwise.
Come here.
Oh, I have a better idea. Oh no, inside? Yes, inside I'm not allowed to speak. So, first I give you a few insights and then we try to go inside. Silent for 5 minutes and then we go when it's possible. Okay? Alright guys, this is the western facade of the cathedral. And on the right side you see the scaffolds. Yes. Scaffolds. Alright, so the scaffolds are always here because they need to renew it from time to time. So when you take a look, you have two different colors of the stones. You have the white stones, the white color stones, I call them the good times stones, and the green color stones, the bad times stones. When Regensburg was rich, we had money for the white, good stuff. And the green stuff, you know, we have a saying, when you buy cheap, you buy twice. So you need to redo it again and again and again.
It's always up.
It's always up except once. I saw it without scaffolds when the Pope was here. So they took it down, made a selfie with the Pope, and then they built it up again.
So it's never removed.
Every year they're doing it, right?
Yeah, you know, on the right side when it's done, they build it down and then put it up on the other side. It's a job for a lifetime. To be a mason here, you never get out of work.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And inside is also very great. Different, and maybe this other is different. Oh yeah, they're going in? Oh yeah. You want to go in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm not allowed to speak inside. I would say, how long? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? 5 minutes, okay. Then 1850 we are here again. Okay. Regensburg had no money, and it's always about the money. They had to push the Jewish people out, but not like Holocaust, it was go. And this was the same in Nuremberg. They took over the Jewish quarter and the Jewish part, and they took down the synagogue. On the synagogue, they built a new Catholic church. And this happened over there at the Neupalplatz. We can go there. And then we go to the medieval part of the city because I like it very much. I would say let's skip the Neupalplatz because it's ugly, in my opinion. And this is all these places. Somehow, you know bad karma. So somehow it's bad karma there. What happened hundreds of years ago, but it was, it was not good. So somehow these places are, yeah, there are free places. We have some fairs, but it's never, yeah, it never recovers to the good. But you know, we do this.
Do you know what is that?
Yeah, this guy is the Bavarian King Ludwig I. Ludwig I. And he was also the inventor of where you were on the weekend. Oktoberfest. This man was his wife, yeah, you lost something? His wife, when they were marrying in Munich, on this day they had a horse race on the Theresienwiese, and they had also some drinks. And now they have only drinks. So drinking is really important in Bavaria.
Yeah.
So beer is very important. And this guy, why is this guy here? Not because of the Oktoberfest. This is why he is in Munich. Here he is because of the spires of the two towers. Because hundreds of years the cathedral had ugly flat wooden towers because we had no money at all. And then we were part of Bavaria again. They took us back. Napoleon said, okay, you helped us. Before you were against me, then you were on our side. The Bavaria were always very flexible. And they made the right choice with Napoleon. And he said, okay, now you're a king. Yeah, and they had money. And they said, okay, Regensburg, come back. We take you back. We give you, you know, and then the cathedral was finished. And this is why this guy is here. And also the Valhalla, Andrea, Valhalla was always also built by this guy, where we were at on Sunday. Our Acropolis of Bavaria. Yeah, a question?
Yung pupuntahan natin dapat,
They are great. They called gargoyles. Gargoyles. And they are for the rain. So this is a practical meaning. So that you know, when it's raining, it's heavy raining, then they are putting away the water from the building. But they have also a spiritual meaning. They are the protector of the inside of the church. So they are against, outside is the devil, and inside, of course, the Lord. We need gargoyles, you think? Yeah. No, yeah, no. I like this very much because they are somehow spooky.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was art, you know. So this is art. Yep. Okay, guys, let's go to the medieval.
Alam mo, picture ah. Hindi na tayo bumalik. Lapit na.
Kaliwa ba? Yun yun, dito na tayo. Atras na tayo konti.
Alis.
Mahuli ka lang.
Yeah, push them out of the city, they took all the money for their houses, you know, and they had no debts anymore. They were all in debt by the street, they were always clubbed.
Bakit closed agad yun?
Alin?
Closed.
Alin na store. Close.
Always closed.
Exactly. Always closed.
Yeah.
Shops are always closed. A better name.
Open.
Open.
So now we enter the medieval alleys of the city.
But you plan to interesting because expensive places or designers or
So after the lunch we should be at home. At about 1:30 p.m. we should be at home.
Leave a passage open, please, and take a stand. So, everyone here, take care for the bicycle riders like me. Okay, so this is, I would say, my favorite place in the city at all. This two alleyways. This are called Kram and Pendlergasse. Small shop owners. It means that there were always shop owners here, craftsmen. Upcycling was a thing in the Middle Ages. So only rich people could afford to buy clothes every time. No fast fashion like today. So it was really recycling, upcycling. So, and they sold all this stuff, shoes and clothes to Italy, to everywhere. And there were also, a lot of life was going on. So here were knights and pigs and people and kids, young and old people, and the stones were here at the end of Shri. Before, it was pure soil. So now think 3 days rain, party time. And in the old days, they had no canals and of course no private toilets. So I think you know some movies, what they did with their literally shit. They, here was a creek down to the Danube, and it took away the small stuff, and then there were also butcheries and stuff, and everything was gone to the Danube. Yeah, please. Thank you very much. And but they had also very clever punishments in the Middle Ages. So they were not as stupid as we think today, maybe. So when someone was caught putting his shit out of the window to the streets, you need to imagine here were about 2,000 people living on this small place. And when everybody would do this, you could not live inside, no way. So when someone was caught, then they had a very clever punishment. They had a very heavy wool pullover with thousands of bells on it. And when someone was a dirtbag, he or she had to clean up his own stuff, and everybody could hear it. So, and you do it only once, because roof pressure. Right? So these principles are very old and very effective. Yeah, so this is this was also part of the Roman fort, so the oldest part of the city, and I like it because it's some nice atmosphere. Always people around. When it's outside, very, very hot. Here inside, it's very cozy, I would say. And they were also clever because when you take a look over, so here in this overhang, why did they build it like this? Because they were taxed only on the ground and not on the height. All right, so they could expand without paying more taxes. As I said, clever guys. And last thing, as I said, a lot of mud and dirt. Here, the men were the first to wear high heels because the rich people only, though they had very uncomfortable and warm clothes, and it was, they had to live with the clothes. So the rich men were the first here on high heels. So let's go. This is the, let's say, the standard people era or district, and now we go to the rich people's place. It's around the corner. And this is, you know,
Not to damage the wall.
right, cutting the corners, not to damage it. This was a protection. Because, yeah, you know, there were, as I said, knights and other stuff.
Building protection.
This stick here, come on my side. Yeah, it's 30,000 young people, 30,000 students. We have a few seats here. Here is the place. I want to show you this. So if you want to sit down, take a seat. And take care for the car. I know, left arm, right? No, we are Shree's head again. Shree's head is about 1200. Okay, so here. And this tower has not a hamster wheel inside. There is also not a strong man inside. It's empty. It's only a stairway, not to heaven, but to the top. And why? Why they are building such huge things? It's because to show off. To show the flag. It's like when you're rich people. So this is your Maserati. This is your, rocket of Amazon guy. You know, all this here, we had about 60 of them. 60 of these towers in Regensburg. It's a copy from Italy because they started it, and then when Regensburg became rich, then here were the so-called patricians, the rich people, and they lived in the building on the left side. And inside this tower is nothing. And yeah, it's beautiful, it's there. And when now they say, because Regensburg was so powerful in the Middle Ages, in this time, they say in this time Regensburg was like the New York of the Middle Ages. Wow! Because of the skyline, this was unseen. Hundreds of years before the real New York came. So, and yeah, you know, imagine you're a poor farmer, like I am. I am originally from a poor farm, from the Bavarian forest. So I grew up with cattle, with pigs and rabbits and all of this. So I was, it's completely strange because in my lifetime it changed from being a farmer's son to be an IT guy. So, and I was 14, sitting in my room at home, came from the field doing hard work and was booting my new Commodore 64. I think you know it.
No.
No? You know. So this was my first computer, so basic. So I learned some basic stuff, and yeah, it was completely the new time. And I was, let's say, part of all this. So I was growing up without mobile phone, so I know both sides. We grow up without mobile phone. This is unbelievable how we could survive without.
Which university do you study?
In Regensburg, the OT, Eastern Bavarian blah. I was not. I have not a standard career. I made it through, learning for a job before. So I have a real job.
Vocational training? You did vocational training?
Yeah, I was in an outdoor house, so for a car manufacturer house, I had to do gas fill. So this is how I started. Unbelievable, right? So it's crazy. But this is all, I know all of this. So I know how to be real, a farmer's son or a farmer. And then imagine, when I was the first time in Regensburg, it was like New York for me. It was crazy. We had one traffic light in the nearby city with 5,000 people, one traffic light only that you could make the driver license. Because it was mandatory.
To manage a traffic light.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. No, it's fine, I like everything of it. This is why I love Romania so much, because it reminds me of where I grew up, all the good sides. Okay, question?
Do you know how long Siemens is?
Siemens since the 70s.
How old?
Since the 70s is Siemens here. So this was the start of the good times again. So then Regensburg became 50 years, not longer. Before we were some kind of in a beauty sleep. So this was good for us, because in the Second World War we were not important enough to bombard us. This is why everything is so good. And Nuremberg, for example, 80% of the inner city was bombarded to the ground, because there were two good friends with this Austrian guy, But Regensburg was, thanks, not so important at the times of World War. And Danube also saved our city again, because fog in November, and they bombarded Donaustauf, where the Valhalla now is. Because of fog, they thought this is Regensburg. So it was great. And the other good thing was, this was now discovered, that in the UK, they already were in the planes to bombard Regensburg to the ground as well. And then there was a capitulation. So Germany said, we're done. One day later, no Regensburg. So we were somehow lucky. And this is why we are having all these towers remaining.
Which other big companies are here besides?
Conti, Infineon, BMW. BMW was the first and is still the biggest. I think with about 8,000 people, but no IT. No IT. It's only production.
Okay.
Only, for an IT guy, it's only production. But for a lot of people, it's great, because they have great salaries, and this pushed our area here, the Eastern Bavarian part, very much. And then in the 70s, we got a university, and we have Infineon, all this Siemens stuff like Osram. We have also Osram here, and we have one, let's say, hidden champion, Maschinenfabrik Rheinhausen. So they are big in energy. So they have the huge energy generators, and they sell it everywhere in the world. So they are now, I would say, one of the most interesting guys. And the family who owns this company, they are billionaires. So it's some kind of a boom town. We have now 170,000 citizens, and 30,000 of them are students. So we are the singing capital of Germany because of all the young guys. Yeah, it is true.
And there is a wall around the town.
No, it was a wall, but they turned it down because a wall is also very you cannot expand.
Yeah, but when I see the picture, there is a sign. There's still, when you see the picture.
Yeah, this is the Porta Pretoria.
Okay.
No more big walls remain. So it's the wall. So now it's nice. In the evening, we have 15 minutes to go. Then we make a shortcut to the stone bridge. You want to take a look inside? Shortly. Come on. Really? Yeah. But we cannot go up. So we can, the inner court is very So we only make a short stop here, but now there are students living in here. And they are students because when you take a look at this flag, there says it's strictly forbidden to have here bicycles.
That's why we are only students.
Okay, let's go.
Madilim na, hindi ko makikita yung mga tao.
Fish market man.
Ikot lang pa.
Kebab. Donor?
Who is the rich people tower?
There's a light inside.
Yeah.
So somebody's
There are people living in. I hate them. At the top, I hate them. It's really great. Yeah, I know them. They are old people. Okay. This is a good Italian. You've been there? And you liked it? Yes. Pizza is the best. And it's very, a lot of things are going on. You've seen this painting, I guess? It's Goliath's house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, David and Goliath. And the David is Regensburg and the Goliath is Bavaria. Yeah, so this is impressive because it's like a castle, right? Very rich. Rich people built this house, and this is very famous. So David is Regensburg, Goliath is Bavaria.
Oh.
So keep the passage open, please, guys. Thank you.
Malto.
Dito lang yung mura. Ay, doon pala. Sabihan mo, ligtas mo sila. Ayaw mo.
Renzi. Okay, Pop.
Warst du vorher?
Ich hab dich fast letzte Woche zurückgekommen.
Sa vlog.
Ano nangyari sa 360 natin?
Jason.
Pag ba? Hindi, madilim.
Jason sa vlog.
You need lighting?
Yeah.
You need spotlight? Does it have night mode?
But not good in night.
Para.
Where's KY?
Introduce.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. You have message for KY?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, capture it. What can you say about KY? What's your message?
I miss you. I wish you were
Is he
here.
missing you?
Yeah.
Do you love
You
him?
should join.
You should join. Any message for Anton?
Anton? Anton.
Oh, why Anton is not here?
Give me a raise.
Ano nang i-interview ka ng ano na biktima?
Because it's not part of the jazz thing.
There's no plan.
Even though you
Rally.
This is a creek, but it's going up. How will be? So they're not. Probably this is the start. So they're just put their thing there, so it will roll down.
Yeah, I don't know how it was at the old days. I think they had a different route. So, and then not because here all the stones doesn't mean that the creek was here. So, okay, so here is a place to stay. Make some pictures, and I can tell you a few things. And you have here a good view. Okay guys, this is the last stop, and let me tell you a few things about the stone bridge, and then we go to the oldest brewery in Regensburg, which is from 1226. Yeah, we go there now, after this. And it's on the other side of the bridge. And this bridge is really something special. So, it was built on the head time of Shri. And this is the oldest stone bridge in Europe. This thing is really old and it survived every flood. And when you see there where the people are standing there, in June everything was underwater. So we know here floods very well. And Regensburg has 3 rivers. Danube is the biggest one. The second one is the Regen. This is where the name comes from. And the third one is the river Naab. This is the smallest one. I love to swim in every of them. And you can swim in every of them. And every river has a different water. So it's really cool. And you can do it for free. It's the best part. And I like it though, because it's a lot of, pressure in water. And when you swim here, 100 meters, like 1,000 meters in the boat. So we are very, the Danube is very important for Regensburg. And we say the Danube is a friend. She visits from time to time. So when I was looking for a flat when I was a student over there, they said, okay, it's a beautiful view, but they said, okay, can you lift everything up from your room in 30 minutes?
It is. I've tried.
So I decided not to take it. Because, this can happen so fast. 30 minutes and everything is underwater. And over there you know that this is the sausage kitchen. I think most of you have tasted it. Yeah. So it's the oldest fast food restaurant in the world, how they say. It's so old that they started it when they started to build the bridge. And now I tell you a story about the bridge, because the cathedral took them 600 years to build. The bridge only 11 years. And nobody knew how they could do it in this short time. So they're telling a story since these days how this happened. And the story goes like this. The bridge builder and the cathedral builder were drinking a lot of beer. A lot of Bavarian beer in a Bavarian pub. And they were bragging about who will finish first the building. The bridge builder, of course the bridge will bring wealth to Regensburg and I will finish first. But he had a problem. He could not manage to build the basement in the running river because it's very fast, it's very powerful. But you know how it goes. The cathedral builder said, okay, I will finish first because I have the Lord on my side. So they bet, everything was on the stake, and the bridge builder knew he was fucked. So he had only one chance because the Lord was taken. He bought a book with ancient rituals and made some spells, and the devil appeared. And he asked the bridge builder guy, you have a problem, right? Can I help you? And he said, can you help me to build the bridge? Because I need to finish first. And the devil said, all right, but I want something in return. When I help you to build the bridge, I want the first 3 souls crossing the bridge. You know, and the bridge builder had no choice. He had to say yes. Next day, the Danube was dried out. So it was easy to build the basements, the arches, everything went like a dream. 11 years later, the bridge was finished, and now the big day came. You have an idea who would be the first 3 people crossing the bridge?
The one who built it?
The bridge builder, right? The bishop and the mayor. So these 3 guys were standing here, crossing the bridge over there. The devil was awaiting. Then the bridge builder had an idea. He rushed to the market, came back with a sack, and out of the sack came a hen, a dog, and a cat. And these 3 animals chased each other over the bridge, and the devil had his 3 souls. But the devil, of course, was fucked and pissed off, and he wanted to break the bridge, and he jumped into the Danube, and in the middle where we make our last finished picture, there you have a hump where he tried to break the bridge. But who has helped to build the bridge? The devil himself. So he couldn't break it. So he was so furious and jumped into the Danube over there. And this is really dangerous. I would never swim there because you've been sucked to the ground and you're dead. So this is why they say until today in Regensburg, this is still a portal to hell. Thank you guys.
Nice, thank you.
I love this story. Okay, now we are perfect in time to have some food. Over there, on the other side. Bavarian side.
What the fuck? Was? Deswegen war ich da.